Blue 18. 54 Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball out of here. Let's go. No.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
Mariota to throw it this time. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bravo! One. Check. One.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Right there. 54, right there. One. Alpha. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Hey, one set.
Now Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Three. Let's go.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Wait, set. Down 80. 72. Out. Shadow.
Now a play fake. Brady. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Ebron with it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Three. Hey, one set. Check tight out, check tight. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Alert 3, alert 3.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He's got his man here. It's Green. 23 yards, the final tally.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To the air again, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Here's Mariota, and an alley to run. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, James. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54.
Now a give, right side. It's James. Oh, the spin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run on first down. It's James. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a king.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Houston. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Well, that throw by Brady incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's 2nd down.
Wait, 20! Mike 29. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Sugar!
This caught by Royal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch out. Chuck 3, Sugar. All right, here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Check it. Time to go, night. Check.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them. to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Whip. Watch the whip. General, fast. You got tight right there. Slam. One.
On the ground, it's James. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it. Topper. Check. Walk it before.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marcus Mariota hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
22-jet bomber. Slam. Hey, Alpha. Go Bandit. Hey, alert. Hey.
Now Brady. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spins past it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Back's mine. Three.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. And when it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Strip that ball. 54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3. Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Colts.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, we got to get this stop here, D.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Check motion. 54 is Mike. 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Mariota now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's first and 10 here.
3. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here it comes. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's get it. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Mariota. That one complete to Anderson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slide. Watch the slide. Mike 54. Mike 54.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, Mariota again. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Johnson, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. A big run there by Gurley. 57 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. A first down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Hey, 66.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Again, they run with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Ozzie! Check it, reload!
Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all three. Charlie.
Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mariota. James has got it. Complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready? 180. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. One.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
58.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, go Bandit.
Here's Brady to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Let's go.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
Rip. 29 is Mike. Five. Alert.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Bell. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a... yard. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check right, check right. Mike's 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get it.
Mariota now. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Back now in Houston, it's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Sock shot. Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
To throw is Mariota. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game, fourth quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. Oh, I think the Colts got this. They did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
54. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Right there, 54.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And avoids the contact by sliding. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Single, slot. Hey. Check 37. It's going to be a long.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
He's coming. Double up. One.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one goes out of bounds, so they will not be able to get the football back here in the 4th. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. It was Justin Houston who got him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
50. 72. Hey, Echo. Alert.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
25, check 25, check 25. Three.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Mark 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Watch the shift! Deuce. One.
Throwing here, Mariota. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Sugar! 29 Mike 29. 3 bucks.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, a screen to Bell. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Regular. 29 is Mike 23.
Brady now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, 40's Mike. One.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
To number 37. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Blue 18. Bring it. Mike 40. And I'm coming up. One.
To throw Mariota. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well,